Alright, Joe, what the fuck did you send me this time, bro? There's no way. No, come on. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Guys, let me tell you something before we get into this. Here's a little slice of information. Clico Joe's a fucking douchebag. This mother. And why do I say that about someone I've already heralded as a good friend of mine? Well, he still is a good friend of mine. You could be a douchebag and still be my friend. One, the guy doesn't even know how to spell the word coming. It's spelled with a U, you dumbass. Two, the guy's got a real good talent for making videos that entertain me, and I want to be entertained, but he refuses to use that talent to do my bidding. But most importantly, all joking aside, Clico Joe's a great guy. I received a package yesterday from him. And this is why he's a douchebag, because it was one of those things where in the past I've received packages that have hit me on an emotional level, and I've felt a little something for it, you know? Whether it be from the generosity of the individual, or just, like the E.T. finger, you know? But the one he sent me really stopped me in my tracks. It made me pause. It legitimately choked me up from the second I read the note. I hadn't even seen what was in the box yet, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. And what astounded me was that he knew the story. I don't recall ever telling him the story, or maybe even relating it to you folks. Maybe I have in passing here on YouTube, but his ears must have been perked up and heard that, and he went forth and sent me this package. So I feel a story is in need here. And ironically, I was actually thinking about making an episode of Toys I Wish I Still Had about this, especially since the holidays were coming, and I hadn't done one in some time. So why not relate that story now to you? So aside from the change of venue, everyone came home. My apologies. I should be in here anyway because my toys are right there. But regardless, the year is 1983, 4? 1984. I'm 9 years old. I'm still heavily into collecting Star Wars. Return of the Jedi had already come and gone. I didn't care. Star Wars was still alive in my world. I was still collecting. I was still playing with them. And by playing with them, I meant posing them and taking pictures. But all that time, there was one character that we just never got a figure for. We're not talking about Grandma talking. I have one of him now, but there's one character in particular that we just never got a figure for. And I would say, on top of Darth Vader, he was my favorite, to this day, still my favorite character in all of Star Wars. Hands down. This one character rose above all of them in the Creep's mind to this day. And we hadn't had a figure of him yet. 1984 rolls around, and there's a commercial. And there it is. And it's finally in the physical form. And one of the cool things that Kenny used to like to do, and I'm sure a lot of other companies did too, but I don't have a lot of memory of that, was they made you save proof of purchase seals in the event of something like this specific thing. And in this case, it was, kids, send in 5 proof of purchases to this address, and we'll send you free that specific item. And you know, as soon as I saw that, my little chubby started to rise. And I went into my sock drawer next to my underoos there with the little baggie. I pulled out 5 of those things because I had a whole bag full of them, I promise you. And said, Dad, we got to mail this. I need a stamp. I mailed away my proof of purchases and whatever else I had to do to get this specific figure. And this was the worst time for any kid our age then, that 6 to 8 week lead time. Now, I'm guessing that I sent those out shortly before the end of the school year, because not too long after that, Chris was shipped away to summer camp. My dad was a minister. We were a Christian household, and it wasn't forced upon us, but we had the option if we wanted to go to this sleepaway camp 3 hours north up in Maine called Ganderbrook. And every year I would go because it was a good time. There was no shenanigans, no fuckery going on. It was just a genuine good time. It was a camp, a lot of prayer time, but it was still just camp. I was there for 2 weeks this specific summer. I chose 2 weeks because it was like, okay, I've done the whole 1 week thing now. Let's see if I can make it 2 weeks. And about 3 days in, I get my first letter from home. And it goes through, hey, yeah, I hope you're having a good time at camp, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, you have a package. You have a package in the mail. We think it's from Canada, that thing that you sent away for. Now, if 6 to 8 weeks of shipping time wasn't bad enough for a kid, how about knowing that the package is in your home? And you have more than a week and a half left before you could get it. And it doesn't matter, because even on that day that you're being picked up by your parents, it's 3.5 hours for them to come get you. And 3.5 long motherfucking hours to get home. So I was at camp all that time doing nothing but thinking about this fucking box. I tried and tried and tried to get home sooner. I cried. I pretended I was homesick. I kept trying to fall down and hurt myself. I got to the point where I was willing to break my ankle or an arm or something to get my ass home so I could get to whatever was in this box. And when I got home, I was not disappointed whatsoever. This figure represented exactly what it was supposed to represent. It looked great. And I couldn't have been more happy. But it was just that whole lead time of trying to get to this figure that, are you ready to know what's even in here? Now, before we get into that, I want to let you know, it's by no way, shape, or form any significant amount of value to it. $25 to $40 at best, depending on who you buy it from. They're fairly common. It's just something I've just overlooked a number of times. Ready? Guys, you have no idea what this did to open. The Emperor. Again, not a mind-blowing figure. An easy one to find, both bagged and not bagged, carded or not carded. But because of this is the one toy, one of the few toys I actually have a story attached to. Getting a Star Wars toy was just like getting any other toy. I was excited to have the toy. I was excited to play with it, and I was excited to enjoy it. This is one that we didn't have for the longest time. And I had an opportunity to get it, and I went and got it. I've never done anything a mail away before. I had never done, I guess in this case it would be considered like a pre-order, because these were mail away first. And then I believe they went to retail and card. I had never done anything like that before. I never, hey kids, get your parents to help you. Call this number or send in. This was the one and only time as a kid I ever did anything like this. And it was specifically because this character meant so much to me. Now, is it because he was an evil fuck? No, but he was a fun character. And to be perfectly honest with you, you literally got it. Some people got it in this box only with their address and stuff on it. I got it in this box, and I had like a sleeve that was on there, and they taped over the sleeve. And then this box didn't have tape or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But it came just like this. Had a little bit of a catalog with it. And that's your whole lot. Now, he does have a cane. And, yeah, I suppose that's really all there is to it. So, again, not a fantastic story, but one nonetheless. One toy I really wanted to come out, and we hadn't seen any sight of one. One that finally came out. I went through means in which I wasn't comfortable or used to doing. And then when it finally showed up, I didn't have the ability to enjoy it, and I had to stew on it for a week and a half. But that's it. I hope this wasn't too boring of a story for you. But either way, if you made it this far, thank you for enjoying this and sharing this memory with me. It means a lot to me. Again, there's not a lot of financial value in this at all. You would think, oh, the original box and it's still sealed and it's baggy and all that stuff. But it's more what it represents to the Creep than anything, even if it were worth money. So Joe, dude, I can't thank you enough, brother, man. I got some of the best friends out there, and that's really all there is to it. And that's another reason why I don't do the Patreon and all that crap. I got you guys. Not that I asked for anything, but no idea this was coming. And it's ironic that I was about to make a video about it. So guys, go ahead and leave feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to this choked up Creep is positive. And do you have any really cool toy stories like that? Leave it down below. Better yet, make a video. and share it with me. And I will share it with everyone else as well, because these are amazing, and I love reliving this shit with you. And I hope you like to relive it with me. So, guys, I hope you're having a great weekend so far. My Amico shirt should be here pretty soon, so look forward to that. And, yeah, take care. Creep it real. Until next time.